Okay, Coach. Well, the road ends here. It has been a wild, often unpredictable 2019 season. And now it's time for the greatest spectacle in all of sports. Super Bowl 54 from Miami. You know, this town has played host to 10 Super Bowls in the past. And tonight, we write chapter number 11. And what a matchup we've got. Tonight, it's all on the line. We play for the Lombardi Trophy. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. As it'll be the AFC champion Cincinnati Bengals taking on the champions from the NFC, the Carolina Panthers. With my partner, Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, this may be, I don't know, the most unlikely Super Bowl run we've seen in a long time. You think about it, the Bengals had not won a playoff game since January of 1991. Yet here they are, the AFC champs.
And sometimes you just get on a good run, and it works out very well for you. But remember, they've been to the Super Bowl twice in their history prior. Super Bowl 16 and 23. Unfortunately, they ran into who both times?
That's Joe Montana, right?
Right, and the 49ers. And the second time in the exact same stadium we're in today, right here in Miami. So here's their chance for redemption, trying to get that done. And they had their chances before. Boomer Esiason was their quarterback. Ickey Woods running the football. But now this team, they have a chance to write their own history in this big game.
Meanwhile, for the Carolina Panthers, they make their third visit to the Super Bowl in team history.
Let's go back to Super Bowl 38 in Houston, 2004. Hung tight with the Patriots. Lost by a field goal. Adam Vinatieri putting it through the pipes. They lose 32-29. Second visit wasn't quite as close. That was Super Bowl 50 in Santa Clara. And the Broncos just ran over them on defense in that one. That was a tough loss for them, 24-10. But this team, they have a different look to them. This team looks like that they are focused, composed, and ready to win.
18 yards on that one, and the Bengals are moving. First down.
I do believe we'll see a little bit more of this as this game progresses, because when you can have that type of a game in the middle of the defense, it hurts them in so many ways, because most teams like to be strong down the middle. And if you can sting them there, that'll open things up for you on the outside as well.
That's where their big tight end, is so good. That middle third, the seam routes, the in routes. Yeah, you're right. Probably see more of that.
Yeah, it takes a lot of courage and fortitude to go in the middle as well. And he's got it.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers 16. First down. It's Miller. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. They've taken this opening kickoff and marched it right down the field defensively. Not much resistance.
And that's the point, because my admiration is for the guys moving the ball right now. They know what they're doing. Their plan is working. But I flip it over and watch and say, okay, what are you going to do to change things up? Because if you don't, they're going to put that ball in the end zone real soon. I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's second and goal. Here's Bridgewater. Eluding the pressure right. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Second goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football. Had to eat it and ended up on the ground.
Well, they need to reverse the trend. The last two plays have gone backwards. Now it's third and goal. Here's Bridgewater. This is caught. Watkins. And here he'll get it down to the 7. A big play, but still not enough. Leads to a fourth and goal.
I don't know how many times, not just in my playing career, but you and I working together, have we ever heard a coach say, you know, I just don't have that play on my call sheet. And that's really what we had here. That was a big hole they were trying to get out of.
Yeah, big gain, still a ways to go, though. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Hey, check it. Check flag 33. Bring it. Bring it.
Here's Allen on 1st and 10. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. Call that a very strong gain of 24. A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed.
And that speed can work for him so many different ways. Sometimes he just takes off and goes and just runs past people. Sometimes you get people to back off so far that you can catch everything underneath. But still, at some point in the game, you probably have to make some contested catches, right? Sometimes you have to go up and beat a defender for the football. He has that in his arsenal as well.
Showed it right there. And across midfield he goes and into Bengal territory. He gets them a little over half of what they needed. Now they're looking at a 3rd and 5. Allen from the gun on 3rd down. This one complete to the running back, Lindsey. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on 3rd down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll run it here. This is James White. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
You can't block me. You can't block me. You can't block me.
From the 35 on 2nd down. Allen. That one complete. He finds Sharp. His 2nd catch of the Super Bowl, and it's good enough for a 1st down. First down, here's White. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
That call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
On 3rd down, here's Lindsey. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. With the first touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Panthers have taken the lead.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. A 1st down throw for Bridgewater. This will be caught by Brown. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the 1st quarter of play. Start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Bengals in control of the football as they've got it 2nd and 7. Throwing again on 2nd down. Bridgewater. He'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. 3 catches for him now in the first half of this Super Bowl. It's a 1st down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and put the down marker back to 1.
Pretty solid run here on 1st down. Almost picked up another first, but he appears to be a few inches short.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down leads us to 3rd and inches. They'll try to run for it with Miller. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 10 yards there on a Bengal first.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Big series right here. We got to step it up.
From the 44, Bridgewater. That one complete to Yeldon. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Bridgewater. Finds his tight end, Ingram. That one good for 15, and the Bengals get a first down.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
Let's go.
From the red zone now, Bridgewater. They'll find Miller. That's complete. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. To the air again with Bridgewater. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. DeForest Buckner forced his way through, drops him for a loss of 10 yards. First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. Bridgewater, and that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. That is caught inside the 5.
I know the halftime's approaching, but I don't think he's going to want to take a break. That's his 5th catch.
Yeah, they've really been targeting the tight end. 4th down, so Zach Taylor sends out the field goal unit. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. And his kick here is good. And they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. So they get 3, certainly hoping for 6 after a 13-play drive.
So you console yourself on defense by saying you did your job, right? If they go 13 plays, you only give up a field goal, you did a nice job there. But here's the other part. 13 plays, you don't force any mistakes, you don't take the ball away. Maybe that's the way they should look at it.
On play action, Allen. He's going to look deep down the field. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. DJ Chark, the intended target, but it'll be 2nd down. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. On 2nd down, they'll run with White. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
And they're going to get him down well short of the 1st as he can only get this to the 30.
Partner, that's another short run there, and I think the easy thing is to look at them right now and say, let's get away from them entirely. Let's start throwing the football, but I don't think you ever entirely abandon the run. It helps set a tone for the game for you, keeps your offensive linemen feeling good about themselves, and it actually tamps down the defense's pressure because if you just throw it all the time, it's going to tee off with the pass rush.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that. I don't know about
that.
Super tough.
Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. Now the Bengals on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. To throw is Bridgewater. And this is caught by Watkins. His 2nd catch of the Super Bowl, and it's good enough for a 1st down.
When the spotlight is at its brightest, and let's face it, it's the Super Bowl, those types of plays come out, don't they?
Absolutely. A big-time catch on the biggest of stages.
Do you think that that one's going to live on? We're going to see this for a long time.
Definitely going to live on forever with him, that's for sure.
No doubt.
Now on 2nd and 13. Bridgewater. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Matt Ioannidis. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. 3rd and long now after the sack, and we'll see if Bridgewater has a response. Throwing, Bridgewater. Flush to his right. He rifles one that's intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it, and they're going to be set up in the red zone right around the 17-yard line.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
On 1st and 10, it's Lindsey. And they'll get him down right around the 16. Lawrence Guy able to bring him down. On 2nd down, a run with Lindsey. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. And he'll lay out and pull it in. What a diving catch there. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll run with Lindsey. Give him 4 on the carry there at 2nd and goal. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. They'll try to run with Lindsey. And he is in. Touchdown, Carolina. Phillip Lindsey in the final seconds of the 1st half. And the Panthers, they widen their lead. And his kick is no good. Misses the PAT, a mistake there. And this remains a 7-point game. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
So we've reached halftime here in the 2020 Super Bowl, Super Bowl 54. As we send you up to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. The never tedious halftime show behind us, and now it's back to football as we get going again in Super Bowl 54. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They have the lead now. They'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Try to lay one up deep. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Here's a give to Lindsey running right. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
Here's J.K. Scott now as he'll punt it away for the second time. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. No returning this one. It sails out of bounds, and they'll spot it right at the 20. The Bengals drive about to get going. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
This is Miller. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. Bridgewater now. DeForest Buckner in there to get him for a loss of 3, and it will be 4th down.
How about that, partner? His second sack of the game, and that puts him in some pretty good company. 17 guys have had 2 sacks in the previous 52 Super Bowls, but only 3 have had the record number of 3 sacks in this game.
And we've got the list here. If he gets another one and everyone behaves nicely, we might just list those out for him. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
A good pickup there, a 22. First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Eric Rowe.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. 2nd and 5 now. Bridgewater, open man right side is Ingram. And he's able to get up here to the 26. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down. This quarterback now 11 of 15 through the air. Here's 1st and 10. Bridgewater to throw it. And he slings one that's incomplete. That one was intended for John Brown. And it's 2nd down.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Throwing is Bridgewater. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. On third down, Bridgewater. And Ingram hauls it in. And all the way down to the 24-yard line. A big play there for Cincinnati. And even 50 yards. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. He takes it to the 15. A nice display of power. That gives him a nice pickup. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2. On 2nd and a couple. Bridgewater nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Shaquem Griffin, he was relentless there as he hits home for the sack. 3rd and long now after the sack, and we'll see if Bridgewater has a response. He completes it to Bryant. His first catch of this Super Bowl, and it'll be good for a first down. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
They'll try again on 2nd and goal after going backwards to the 12. Bridgewater. And that going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. Another good drive, Charles, but it looks like another that might end in a field goal try.
They've made some nice plays. They've given themselves opportunities, but as you noted, another field goal attempt coming up. And that's not how they want to end drives. They've got to figure out what's the final touch that they need to push it across the goal line.
Yeah, still yet to find the end zone. So it's a 3rd field goal for him now. He's accounted for all 9 points. I look down to the sideline, though. You can just tell they weren't too happy for 3. They wanted 6.
No, they have to have 6. Look, he's keeping them afloat, but they really need to do exactly what you talked about. They need to get into the end zone and score some touchdowns. Otherwise, he's going to have to kick a lot more field goals than just the 3 he's already put through the post.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Eric Rowe. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Following the interception, here's Bridgewater. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. 18 yards there, and it'll be a 1st and goal. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did.
Check 52, check 26, check 24.
Here's Bridgewater. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but if they make them out of bounds, that does you no good.
And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal. Now Bridgewater. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked. He's got daylight. The 40, the 30, 10, 5, and he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Panther touchdown. So from one end zone all the way to the other. Talk about a turnaround.
And how about the excitement that play generates for his team? Not just the points on the board, but the momentum and taking it from coast to coast, end zone to end zone. What a tremendous play. Now get that man an oxygen tent.
It's your boy Old Mo, you said. Momentum, right?
Old Mo, I think he's kind of limping across at the end because of that distance, but he made it.
Let's go. Let's go.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And following the pick six, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him, and they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
The pass to Brown as he hauls it in.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect. Here's Andy Lee now as he'll kick it away for the second time. And this will be touchdown inside the 20. They'll spot it at the 18-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. 1 quarter remains here in the Super Bowl. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
33. Let's go, tight end. Let's go right here now. Hey, check my 33. Check my 33. Hey, Zoo. You better bring it. Mike Shifter.
Allard now looks to throw. He's going to air one out. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a third down. The Panthers on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Throwing now is Allen. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Man, that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starring in the NBA at power forward. It's a really difficult task.
Here's J.K. Scott now, standing just outside his own goal line. Fielded just inside the 30. Well, that'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Bengals drive about to get going. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not.
The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. DeForest Buckner. What an effort from him on that play. Big tackle for a loss of 11. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. To throw, Bridgewater. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Matthew Ioannidis in there to drop him at sacks on 1st and 2nd downs. Now leads to a 3rd and long. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. From the gun, Bridgewater. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. And now here's a deep shot that's complete. Down 2 scores. I guess they felt like they needed to go for it. They must have thought they had a play to dial up that they could get it. Well, it didn't work out.
They must have thought, as you pointed out, they had a play, and they were probably looking at the number of possessions that they thought were left in the game. And down 2 scores, they must have felt like they couldn't risk not taking a shot here and giving up that chance.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll run here with Lindsey. It's a Panthers 1st down, 17 yards on the play.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there, and on that play, I saw defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing in a situation when they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously, but at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
But now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Now Allen. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. To throw, it's Allen. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Eric Rowe. And he returns it here to his own 18-yard line. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman.
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
with the Eagles.
That's right. Then with the Eagles, and I believe it's against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct. And down he goes. The pressure getting to Bridgewater. Matt Ioannidis in there to get him. It's a loss of 5. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Here's Bridgewater. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Bridgewater. They'll complete this to Ingram as tight end.
All right, this is the time of the game where they're down a couple of scores, and they've really got to get some yards in chunks, and they know the defense doesn't want to give those up, but they've got to find a way to take them anyway.
Now the question is, can they string a few of those together? Bridgewater to throw for it on 4th. He gets it to Brown, complete. And he's able to get it to the 33, good enough for a 1st down. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. To throw is Bridgewater. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. They'll get 14 on that one. Good for a Bengal 1st down. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. Going up top for Miller. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down. That was close to a big play, and just a little bit too far that he was led. He caught it but couldn't stay in bounds, Charles.
Yeah, I'm not very good at these sort of things, but I have to believe the farther you are downfield, the less your margin for error in throwing the ball, correct?
Yep.
Yeah, so they gave it a good effort there. Really tried, just couldn't complete it.
That one good for 26 and a 1st down. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 27. Throwing, Bridgewater. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. 2nd and 10 now from the 27. And again, it's Bridgewater. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
And that's his third sack, and that ties a Super Bowl record. Makes me think of my old college teammate, Reggie White. He had 3 with the Green Bay Packers in Super Bowl 31. Darnell Dockett of Arizona Super Bowl.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off around the 27. Then he will take it across midfield and down to the 45.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now.
He's got it for a Panther touchdown. DJ Chark, 39 yards. And the Panthers, they widen their lead. And all he takes off with it, it's a fake. And he is not going to get in there. He stops short of the goal line, and the lead is going to stay right where it is. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
We got this. At their own 25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because his confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. 3rd and short yardage, Bridgewater. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Bridgewater now. Bryant has it. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
Check 88. I got trick this side. We got 3.
Out of the gun, Bridgewater. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. Dez Bryant, the intended receiver. And now it's 2nd down. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Bridgewater to throw it. He's going to let it fly. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it. Not that time for Watkins.
So many times we end the game, and as we're recapping it, we're talking about what offenses did and how they won the game. Let's flip this one over. The defense, they frustrated the offense the entire ball game. That's why they're walking out of here with a victory.
And they're going to love to walk out of here with that as their final act, that interception. Good way for them to end it. The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here. That's it. It's all over. And the Carolina Panthers are your Super Bowl champions.